What is going on, guys? So I had something happen the other day and it spawned an idea for a video. Now this video is going to be geared towards newer players, as most of you veteran players either have really good unit parts already, or at the very least you already understand this method and why you would go about it when crafting parts. The main topic that we are going to discuss and look into in this video is going to be what to do if you have multiple blueprints for a single unit. So let's not waste any time and go ahead and jump right into the video. Welcome back, guys. I hope everybody is doing wonderful. Like I said in the intro, this video is going to be about what to do if you have multiple of the same blueprints for the same unit, as something happened to me not too long ago that I thought would be helpful to share, especially with the new players. If you enjoy this video and get any value out of this video, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. All right, now let's jump in and I will show you guys and explain to you at first what happened to me to spawn this idea, and then also I'm going to go through some live examples of what I am referring to. All right, so we are now in my ground force lineup here, and this, what I'm going to show you guys, is going to be applicable to any unit type, and any unit category, whether it is ground force, air force, or navy. So thankfully, most of my units, especially the main units that I do run on a consistent basis, I've gotten very lucky over the years getting really good high-level blueprints for these units, and I haven't invested too much money, but there is a trick to increase the level of blueprint. Obviously, nothing is guaranteed, but there is something you can do to at least give yourself a chance to get a higher level or a higher tier blueprint than what you currently have. So I'm going to use my ATG, my anti-tank gun, as an example here. For the longest time, I have had all true anti-tank gun gold plus parts. All of them crafted very well as gold plus parts, but I was building up an excess of anti-tank gun parts. And so what I did was I went in and just started crafting all of my blueprints. And I was trying to see if I would get any better blueprints, and I did. I ended up landing a gold plus craft. It was a gold plus blueprint that crafted perfectly and then transformed or leveled up to the gold plus level. And so that's what I'm going to walk you guys through today. And it's worth your time to do this if you have multiple of the same blueprints for the same units, just to try to get that extra little bump and get that better part. So now we are on the blueprint page, and this shows an overview of all of the different blueprints that you've got and which units they are going with. And here in the bottom right corner, you can see a number. It is different for every single one of these units, and it will be different for you. So 4 for me means I've got 4 of this blueprint, I've got 5 of this, 2 of this, and so on and so forth. So that is what that little number means. It just tells you how many of those exact same blueprints that you actually have in your inventory. Now, when you click on a blueprint, it's going to show you exactly what the name of the blueprint is. It obviously shows you under here as well. It shows you what materials you are going to need to be able to craft or forge this blueprint, and it is going to show you the power range in which you are likely to get. So it can go from 762 all the way up to 1016. That is kind of the range that it is going to be working within as a gold plus blueprint. Obviously, the higher the number, the better the stats that you're going to get. Now, just as an example, if we come over here to some of the gold plus, which is the highest level of blueprint that you can get in Warpath, you can see the power range of the development of this blueprint is going to change. It went now to 1,185 all the way up to 1,693, and now different blueprint categories or different blueprints for different unit types are going to have slightly different ranges of power that they could be. So this is 1184, this is 1185, You can see this is 1192, but you can see for all of them, it doesn't matter. The highest level that you can get is 1693. All right, so now we are back to my anti-tank gun, and I'm going to show you guys live exactly what I'm talking about and how you can use extra blueprints that you have accumulated or will accumulate over time to try to get a higher level part. So we're going to use my towing vehicle as an example. I've got a gold plus part here. I click on it. I can see the level that, or the power that it crafted to be. So this is the highest level of gold plus blueprint that I can craft. So we're going to go in and we're going to try to craft the 4 that we've got to see if I can get a perfect craft that will then turn into a gold plus part. All right, so here is the anti-tank gun towing vehicle that we are going to craft. We have got 4 of these blueprints, so we are going to go through the crafting process potentially up to 4 times to see if we can craft or land a gold plus part. You guys can see the parts down here. Now, something to keep in mind when you guys are crafting blueprints just in general, and then I'm also going to give you guys a solution to help get some of the resources that you have to invest to do this crafting method back. So you guys can see the materials that it's going to take here. We're obviously going to lose those as we go through this crafting process, but then what we can do is go back in and then actually go disassemble these parts. We will get all of these resources back for the blueprints that we don't want to keep. The only thing we won't get back are the military funds that it costs to actually go through the crafting process. But for these gold plus parts, it's, I think, in the ballpark, we'll see here in just a second, but it's in the ballpark of 6 million military funds. So it is not that expensive, and it's not the end of the world, especially as you get rolling in the game. So we're going to click on Forge. Okay, so it's 6.5 million. You guys can see the necessary resources for each different part. And for each different unit type, the materials needed is, of course, going to be slightly different. So let's go ahead and forge this. This is going to be the first one. And let's see what we get. All right, so we got 927. That is obviously lower than the current one, so that one is not going to do us any good. Let's go ahead and craft again. We'll let it go through its process. All right, still a gold plus, so we know 985. It's less than what we've got. We're going to do it again. And this is really the process, guys. You're just kind of going through and hoping that you land a perfect craft. 976, still not as good as what we've got. We're going to do it one more time and see if we get lucky here. Okay, so we didn't get lucky. It is 1009, still not as good as what we've got. So what we did, though, is we at least alleviated some of the excess blueprints in our inventory, so we don't have to just sit here and compile them and it gets messy. You guys can get rid of them at the same time as trying to get higher level parts. In this example, obviously it didn't work out for me. So then here's what I'm going to do to go get those resources with the exception of my military funds back. So we are going to go over here to the disassembly plant. We're going to click on disassembly. We're going to go to parts disassembly, and then we can just scroll down and find the parts that we want to disassemble that we just try to craft to get, I think I overshot it, to get our resources back. So here they are. We've got fixed AA gun mount. So we're going to go boom. That's 1, that's 2. That's 3, and that's 4. We are going to disassemble, and you guys can see that we're going to get all of our material back, and then all you have to do is click OK, and then you will get them all back. That is going to wrap us up for the video. If you are a new player in Warpath and are watching this, let me know if this video helped at all. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Of course, if you guys have stuck around and made it this far into the video, if you guys have access to Discord and are not already in the community Discord server, the link to that is going to be in the description of the video. Click on that link. It will take you right into the community server, and absolutely everybody is welcome to join. As always, thanks for taking the time to watch the video today, and we'll see you on the next one.